No, I refuse. I will not live my life fearing the passing of time. I will not measure my worth by numbers or allow my reflection to tell me that I am less. Aging, it's not something to fear. It's a gift and it's a privilege, and I refuse to allow society to convince me otherwise. Each year, we all grow 1 year older. But each year, we also grow richer and deeper in the currency of experiences. If you didn't achieve everything that you wanted this year, you can do it the next year. You can do it the subsequent one. And you can do it even better because now you are 1 year richer in experience and wisdom. Every year is a step forward, and not just a number added to our age that we seem to be ashamed of. Not too long ago, I overheard someone calling another woman's fine lines for flaws. That the area under the eyes of that other woman had wrinkles, fine lines, whatever you want to call it. They were saying it in a negative connotation. I hadn't thought about that before. I was like, oh, that was not something that had ever crossed my mind. My own fine lines became all I could see. Every glance in the mirror, it turned into nitpicking and criticizing, trying to erase what time had given me. I got this obsession about them, as you do when you grow in insecurity, when you notice that something about you is not appreciated in society. Until one day when I said no. No to letting anyone else's idea of beauty define mine. I choose what is beautiful to me. I choose what I focus on my own body. And I choose how I speak to myself. Now, when I see those fine lines of mine, I'm starting to see them as tracks of the laughter that I've shared with my loved ones. I see the tears I've shed for what truly matters to me. I see the evidence of a life well lived. They're not flaws. They're marks of my humanity, and I want to wear them with pride every day for the rest of my life. Doing that, to me, that's true essence of beauty. Now, women, we have been taught to fear time, to shrink as we grow, and to chase youth endlessly. I don't want to spend such a huge portion of my precious time here bullying myself. I mean, even now at 23 years old, I felt the weight of those expectations. But the truth is, if we don't unlearn now, when will we? Big corporations, they profit from our insecurities, selling us fixes for what was never broken in the first place. Now, I'm not against skincare, beauty, and wellness. I love that, and I'm a big consumer myself. But I don't want to see them as tools for self-punishment. They should be acts of care and not weapons of criticism. Because when I stand in front of the mirror, I don't want to see a problem that needs to be fixed. I want to choose to see a person that sees that they're enough. A person that is growing, thriving, and deserving of love just as they are. And of course, we can't deny that we live in an ageist society where youth, it's preferred and praised and glorified. However, we created that society. And therefore, I think that we have the power to change it as well. Because if not we, then who? The corporations? They're not going to do it. They want us as consumers. Why would they convince us that we're not broken if they're offering the solution to fix it? Even if companies continue to perpetuate our insecurities to make us buy their anti-age creams, their serums, the fine lines in our faces, and the natural changes in our bodies, they're not flaws, they're proof. Proof of every smile of yours that has brightened up a room. Proof of every moment that made you human. This pressure, it's larger on women. And us women, we are so much more than our exterior. And when we start embracing aging as something beautiful, maybe we can break the cycle. Maybe then we'll stop telling our daughters that they have nothing to worry about now when they're so young, insinuating and telling them in between the lines that we have something to worry about and that they will in the future. I don't want to send that message. Let's teach our younger generations something differently, to live fully without fear of time, without feeling shame, wanting to be in photos. Because aging, it's not the loss of youth, it's the gain of a life well lived. Let's stop shaming ourselves for actually having survived another year. When you see yourself in the mirror or on a photograph, Remind yourself, I am more than enough. A picture, it might say more than 1,000 words, but my being, it says more than words can even describe. This video, it might only take a few minutes to watch, but the mindset that it gives, I think it can spark a change for your next 60 years to come. Imagine how much time you can save if you let go of this self-bullying cycle already now, or at any age that you are in. You have the power to free yourself from the chains of self-criticism, to not waste time of things that don't really matter when it comes to the end of it. I can promise you, no one will consider your wrinkles at your funeral. While it may be a mark on your face, it's definitely not a mark that you'll leave behind when you leave this earth. Why waste time fearing age? It's gonna happen whether we want it or not. We should be proud of aging. We should be proud of making it this long. We should want to share our wisdom that we've gained with our years here, even if society tells us otherwise. And that makes me so excited to age. That makes me so excited to embrace all the stages of life that I have in front of me, and especially the one that I'm in right now.